DC the beat man.
So epic.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Train, as usual. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And as you, oh my God, and as you can see here, we got my guy, Mark. How's everything going with you, boss?
No day, no dollar. Happy to be here.
I feel that. I swear, every time we talk, that's all you say.
Bro, because that's just all I feel, bro. Every day's the same around here. As long as I got 1 foot, above ground, I'm out here making it, man. I'm out here making it.
Nah, I feel that. It's kind of sad because I feel like adulting is always just, hey, I'm going to take it one day at a time. Like, I keep saying the same thing to people.
Yeah, bro. I be stressed as fuck in the morning just looking like, man, why I gotta be like this? I wish somebody told me this shit.
I mean, to be fair, hey, I remember growing up, people said, look, you don't rush growing up. And I'm like, being a kid is kind of ass. And now it's like, you know what? Sometimes being a kid might not be a bad thing. I ain't mad at it. But I ain't, adult is not too bad. I do get to enjoy a lot. Yeah, I get a lot more things. Such as over Jayson Tatum versus Lamar Jackson in terms of their finances. Now, Jayson Tatum does have an agent, right? It is Jeff Welcher, I guess. Whatever. I apologize if I messed his last name up. But another agent he got is also his mom. His mom makes sure that he don't do no dumb shit. Now Lamar Jackson, buddy, kind of goes to the beat of his own drum. They technically both do because Jayson Tatum is allowing that to occur, but he's adding a little bit of a barrier, and it seems though Lamar Jackson kind of betting on himself, trying to get that guaranteed 230. Which one is more impressive to you? The fact that a professional athlete at Jayson Tatum's level still allows his mom to regulate to a degree his finances, or Lamar Jackson betting on himself, being his own agent and trying to get guaranteed money, setting a trend for future NFL players. Which one's more impressive to you?
I mean, always standing on your own too is more impressive. No disrespect, Jayson Tatum. I'm a Celtics fan, been one all my life. But you know what I mean. I respect the fact that you may be leaning on mama advice because oftentimes unless you got a shit mom, she gonna try to do the best that she can and lead you the best way to go.
Right.
However, like Lamar, I think it's impressive because first his play style. Betting on himself. Anytime you bet on yourself, man, that's part of being a man. Like, you know what I mean? For better or for worse. I think if this doesn't play out the way that he wants it to, and his reaction based on that, I think that'll solidify my opinion on him. If he rolls his bones and he craps out and he's like, all right, yeah, I crapped out, like let me, get in where I fit in, respect it. But if you crap out and then you start blaming other people, I can't respect that. But currently in this present form, it's something about standing on your own too, man.
Okay, I can respect that too. I'm looking at it like, all right, if I'm in both shoes, right? With Lamar Jackson, I might be cocky enough to say, you know what, I can take good counsel. I can have an agent read over my stuff or a lawyer read over my stuff, and then I make the best decision because it's my body, right? I can understand that. Like, as Jayson Tatum, I'm gonna be honest with you. What's about 25 now? As a 25-year-old grown man with a kid, having my mom regulate that's quite commendable to me. Cause I'm gonna be on, I might be on one right now, especially if you throw away little Deuce. Imagine if Deuce ain't in the picture right now. That's his son. Like, oh, what? You telling me I'm not gonna ball out a little bit? Every once in a while I'm gonna ball out. I'm gonna still be cool on finances, but I'm gonna have fun. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing. I'm sorry. Financial advisors can advise. You can't tell me nothing.
Big fact.
Not at all. Like, I tip my cap to Jayson Tatum for that reason alone. But like you said, standing on your own 2 feet, that is kind of scary. Like, not a lot of people will do that. Again, I said I could see myself betting on that's a different story. Like, not a lot of people are out here trying to be entrepreneurs, and I feel like that's what Lamar Jackson is kind of showcasing. Hey, like, he doesn't rely on people. So I mean, I do get that point. That's tough. I might be on the
think
fence
about
now.
it like this, like, bro, like, the Spartans and all that. they had the little ritual where they take the kids, they take them out to that valley and let them fend for themselves. Then if they came back, that's the markings of a man. Like, you know what I mean? So to me, if you're talking about what's more impressive, I feel like as black men, you know what I'm saying, my Dukes, like, again, unless you had to shit my Dukes, I still call my mom. I called my mom today because I'm getting ready to move. Hey, what should I do? And I ain't got half the money. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I can count my shit with a bean. Like, you know what I mean? But that's what we do. So, you know what I mean? But being that independence, you know what I mean? That's been the hallmark of manhood throughout many cultures, you know, for centuries. So that's why I say that's more impressive to me, especially the style of quarterback that he is, where he's gonna be taking those hits, you know what I mean, in the sport that he's playing in. NFL, they say it stands for not for long. So to gamble on yourself like that, I respect it.
Let me ask you this, and we'll transition to the next one. You said something interesting about Spartans and battling and stuff like that. So, do you think Lamar Jackson is worth the 230? Not as a talent, not solely as a talent. You said, you know, betting on yourself, you're injury away, like that. That's tough. Like, would you invest 230 guaranteed in Lamar Jackson?
I mean, I don't want to come off as like a dickhead, but like I'm a financial analyst for you know, a university. So if I make unsound decisions, I'm getting fired. Like and I need my little job, and that's how I pay my little bills. I would say, I mean, the guaranteed aspect, that is probably just the stickler point. When you're a Russian type of QB, and I will say he doesn't have the build of a Cam Newton or somebody that's just like, you know, a big motherfucker, like you can absorb hits.
Yeah, but he's also been elusive though too. Like to that point though, he has been elusive throughout his career.
But do you see how fast? Yeah, but do you see how much faster the NFL gets every year? They got fucking D linemen starting to run 4.5.
Yeah, but they still got highlights of Lamar Jackson still, like, and it's every single year. Like, I hear you, right? Athletes eventually evolve, and this brother will realistically come back down to earth. But right now, I could legitimately see this man doing the same thing at least the next 2 to 3 seasons. So it's like, is 230 guaranteed worth that?
Yeah. So to me, I couldn't. What I would try to do is work out some type of thing where like you either incentivize the contract based on health. That's what I would do. I mean, we know he's a generational talent. We know what he's capable of, but it's health. If you're a running style QB, the thing comes down to the health. It comes down to the health. Now, if you're not willing, like, okay, let's say we give you the 230 guarantee. Unfortunately, one thing about being an analyst is you use it as a data lake. You see, they gave Deshaun Watson all that money. He looked like dog shit. Sorry. They gave Russell Wilson all that money, and he looked even worse. So, you know what I mean? If you're a franchise, you're making those decisions, and you're GM, because at the same time, you sit there and you sign this contract, Lord forbid, you know, something happens to Lamar, you don't think you're gonna be packing up your things at the end of the season? Like, you get what I'm saying?
But it's also worth the risk, because I mean, not everyone wins a Super Bowl, right? So I mean, I do hear you.
How do you build a team with the residual? You know what I'm saying? So it has to be, if you do say, hey, we're gonna give you some guarantees. However, you have to give us some guarantees. You get what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some type of premium built in where the health aspect comes in, or else the franchise is taking that loss.
No, I
saw what he looked like when he got injured. Who did they have at QB? Huntley or whatever. I mean, the guy was serviceable, but they kind of looked like dog shit. Like, you know what I mean? So
I guess it depends on the team. Like, for example, if he goes to the Dolphins, I think he would look like you could throw a backup QB and they would still be okay. Lamar just puts them as a legitimate, like, the true contender, the true favorite in the NFL.
So why would you want to go there though? And I'm talking about, you took 2 vicious hits, bro. If you're Lamar, like, yes, you're way more elusive as Tua, but I mean, them Samoans, they built out of granite. The Samoans, they built out of granite, man. Like, so. I
don't know. To him, we got to see. But I mean, either way, I do think from the QB position, it's always tough, right?
He's deserving of a payday, is what I would say. Like he is.
Yeah, it's just the guarantee aspect. Which again, like I'm shaky on that too. If like my Panthers were in the running for him at one point in time, and I'm halfway glad we decided not to keep pursuing him because there is that bit of a risk. Like, okay, well, damn, if he gets injured, that is kind of tough. So, I mean, I do hear that factor, but he's so electrifying too. I think if you have a solid O line in place, this brother is scary as hell. But again, I'm glad my Panthers stopped going after him because we ended up getting. I greatly appreciate the conversation, my boy. This was a good one. I got to say, I was a little disappointed when you was going at my man Anthony Richardson. I hope this brother gets the #1 pick for my Panthers this year, man.
Bro,
Like,
it's not even like that.
listen, bro. I don't think you understand the level of severity I'm about to text and call your ass if we pick C.J. Stroud and this man is ass. Like, what?
Nah, man,
oh my god,
bro, he's the safest pick. Like I think about it, if my job's on the line, I'm gonna do the thing that keeps me and my family fed. I mean, there's such thing as a boom and bust prospect, and that's true. But that's not what you don't want the boom and bust with your first pick. Like that's
some people tried to say Cam was a boomer bust, and that brother boomed.
No,
for
but
us
like
for
people
real.
already knew that Cam was still gonna do something. Like, you know what I mean? Because he did it at the
because he won the Natty there.
I mean, Anthony Richardson kind of didn't do that for Florida. You know, that's all I'm saying.
I hear that. That is something that I look at. And like I said, I'm not the biggest Florida fan, so I didn't really study it. The team, Buddy just came on my roster, like on my radar, not too long ago. Like I remember a couple months ago, I was talking to both you and Sebastian at different times about like Bryce Young versus C.J. Stroud. They've been in the mix for the longest, so I understand why they pick them. It's just this man looks phenomenal on the field. I don't know what to tell you. Like he looks like he's a butt. But hey, I will say I'll listen to you because you know you study football more than me. So we'll definitely see what happens at the draft. We can cover it or like talk or do a recap about it another time. So, do you have anything you want to say for you before we head off?
Nah, man, just thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure, to chop it up, and do the talking. Like I say, you out in Houston, be safe. Be out on the swivel, enjoy yourself, ball out.
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely get some videos, and hopefully you guys will see it, and hopefully it'll be a good video. So I'll be safe out there, boss. But look, have a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all stay tuned. Until next time, take care.
I did not know you guys were still here. As you can see, we're at the back end of the show. No pun intended, but look, hope you all enjoyed it. And before you go, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG account, share the content to anybody who's anybody. And most importantly, leave your thoughts and comments below. But I got to go back and play Buddy in 2K, so let me unmute him real quick. Excuse me. Hey, boss, I'm back. Nah, you better catch this word. We get buckets around here, kid.